And maybe the question was never, why did this happen to me? Maybe the question is really, what now?
Yo, you should start a podcast.
The woman who stands in the middle of uncertainty and realizes she can't go back to who she used to be. Porque esa misma mujer eres tú.
Welcome. This is a Nat Said It podcast. You guys, today I have joining with me the hilarious, the supermodel, the fashionista, the talented, the Latina entrepreneur, and you may recognize her on social media because she has Instagram completely on a chokehold. Okay? With her content, with her presence. And she has taken the very, very busy time out of her schedule to come on the Nat Podcast, Said It Show, and talk to us about her journey of reinvention and rebranding after chaos. Without further ado, Jojo Perez.
Thank you so much for having me, girl. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God. Welcome to Nat Said It, baby.
Of course.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing and I'm so proud of you and so happy to be on this podcast with you because I think we have the same vibe when it comes to being funny and just having like a vibe and an aura about ourselves.
We just have that same energy.
We really do. And I didn't really get to realize it until recently.
It was like a slow burn, right?
It really was. And I think it's with you being more active too on social media. I'm like, we kind of connect. We really do.
Yeah.
So I love this.
On that note, I remember when I first met you, you were at a smaller location. You were in Glastonbury, right?
Yes.
And you were doing these brows that were like, and I don't even remember my life before you did my brows, but they were struggling. My eyebrows were struggling.
Normally how it goes.
Girl. And then I would see, obviously I'm a hairstylist.
Yes.
And Connecticut is small, so I think our clientele overlaps a little bit.
Yes, they did, yeah.
And so I would see, mutual clients and mutual friends post their eyebrows.
Yes.
And I'd be like, I need to get in with her immediately.
I do remember, girl.
And like when I went in and I saw you, your aura, your energy, your spirit was so sweet.
I appreciate you.
And I laid down and you did my brows and that was it. I was committed.
You were committed. Once it's one and done.
It was one and done for me.
It
was one and done for me. I said, this is a relationship I'm going to keep for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And so, the funny thing about our friendship, I feel like, is we really root for each other.
We do. We really do.
We really be heavy on the story replies.
We don't play games.
We don't play games. We be like, yes, girl.
Yes, go ahead, girl.
I love that.
I absolutely love it. Because in a world of like females being in the same industry and everything, it can get kind of tricky. But I feel like the relationships I have formed with a lot of people have been positive for the most part.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I feel like I've attracted my tribe. And like you're definitely just one of those people
Thank you.
Like I've attracted.
Well, I'm excited.
And so talk to us about who is JoJo? Who's JoJo growing up?
Ooh, girl. So me growing up, crazy enough, because with my social media presence now and how I am, people may think I'm so outgoing and I've always been outgoing. But honestly, I was super shy. I was really shy growing up. Like in high school, I wouldn't even talk. Like it was like to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up and then now in my 30s, you just learn to not give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to just
honey.
speak your truth. You just want to be who you've always wanted to be, but maybe we're so nervous to be.
Yeah.
So now it's like my creativity era where I'm just like, whatever I wanted to do as a kid, maybe I was too shy to do, but in my head, I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually bringing it out. And showcasing it because why not? Why not?
You're not shrinking yourself. You're not making yourself small.
At all. And I feel like life experiences really bring you to that because not everything is just like who you were before a life experience. I feel like you really transform afterwards and you really, really don't care.
Right.
If you
like
did
nobody
it before,
can tell you anything.
No, absolutely. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out myself still at this age. I'm 35.
I say the same thing.
So I'm still trying to see myself because I feel like we transform every year. It's just something different. Like maybe I want to do this year. Maybe I want to do that. I feel like just having an endless amount of opportunity is everything. And I don't limit myself. If I feel like I want to be a model today, I want to be a model. If I want to do brows, I'm going to do brows.
Absolutely.
If I want to do that, I just don't limit myself.
Absolutely.
We have one life to live. So we're going to live it and we're going to do it.
I hear that. I
Yes.
feel like I have lived several lifetimes.
Me too, girl.
And you can say the same.
Me too.
Like I have literally lived several lives.
Girl, I
within this
had
lifetime.
9 lives at this point.
Cat
Whether that's good or
energy.
bad, I don't know.
Cat
But I feel like
energy.
we take something from each life that we
Right.
lived.
Each
you know
life
what I
season.
mean? Every season.
Yeah.
I feel like we really do.
And so obviously you're into modeling.
Yes.
You are into fashion. So what does that look like? What is your like evening routine, your evening night out ritual? Like what does that look like?
So I love me some content. So I'm always going to be doing my makeup. In the beginning, it started off as like, I want to promote my business because I am a makeup artist as well. So I'm like, let me just do little videos and people see I do my own makeup and then I promote it that way. And they honestly book after I do that. Or just having a presence online because social media, that's where I get most of my clientele.
Right.
But just doing content, honestly, at this point in life, I just do it for fun and to get the clientele. My boyfriend is also a videographer, so promoting his stuff as well. So it's just
He's great. He
having
does great
fun.
work.
Thank you.
He does amazing
He's
work.
phenomenal. He is so good at what he does.
Your videos always have me like just in a chokehold. I'm just like, oh my God.
Thank you.
Like, how do you plan your outfits? Do you go by feeling? Do you go by
I go with what I
vibes?
find. I go by feeling, but also vibes and like what I'm feeling at the time. If I have a certain piece, say I have like a boot, I'm like, okay, let me work around the boot.
Statement piece.
Or if
right.
a statement piece, if I really want to showcase a certain piece, because I always want to be different than the last time. So if I did a hairstyle that last time, okay, I'm going to do a ponytail. So what outfit goes with this ponytail? You know what I mean? So just to make it like different every single time. Maybe it's
I
the
love
location because locations are kind of tough to come by in Connecticut, especially. So if we find
Girl,
a
but
location,
hold on. Can we talk about how you be finding locations?
girl, I don't
And
even
I'm
know.
just like, I be thinking that you're in like Vegas in the desert.
No, honestly, yeah, we
It's
make
so
it
wild
work.
how you do that.
And I make connections through my clients because honestly, I'm like, oh, I want to do a photo shoot here, blah blah. Like, oh, I know a location, we can do it here, blah blah. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let's do it. Let's do it. So it's just finding connections, networking. I feel like that's like huge.
I mean, yeah, it's who you know for sure.
Yeah.
And so when you're getting ready for like a night out, like what takes longer, your makeup or your outfit?
I feel like the makeup and hair. Yeah, the makeup for sure. Because sometimes I struggle, even as a makeup
So you
artist.
take longer on your makeup?
I do.
Okay.
I really do. Because I feel like there's a different look I want to go with
Your
every
makeup
single
is always
time.
flawless.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I feel like the look, overall, maybe the outfit. Because honestly, to come up with the outfit, it takes me like a week, 2 weeks. Some people think they may come naturally, but to really perfect the outfit, I feel like it takes like a good week.
So
2
you
weeks.
put this is very
very
thought
detailed.
out.
Oh yeah,
Very thought out, very detailed.
Trial and error, because I'll order like 10 things and I end up with one thing that I kept. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I know like us getting ready for today.
Yes.
You were already like, hey girl. And this was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You're like, hey girl, so what's the vibe?
I'm like, what's the vibe?
And I love that. I love that.
It has to match the whole look, the whole feeling. I don't
And
know.
listen, we did not plan this.
We did not at all, which is crazy.
Jojo came in today and we're like,
hey twin.
where have you been?
I swear.
So Jojo, you are always, every time you're out and you're celebrating something, you're always surrounded by women.
Yes.
You walk with a squad.
Thank you.
You walk with an entourage.
I'm proud of that. I am really proud of that because it took a little bit to figure out who to weed out and who to keep in. And
it
takes a little bit.
So on that,
Yes.
have you always been a girl's girl? When did that change for you?
Always. I have always been a girl's girl, even from young. I've always had like a good amount of friends and like genuine friends at that.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you know who's for you and like how you carry yourself, you want your friends to portray the same kind of energy and vibes. So that's what I go off of. But honestly, I've always had like a good positive team in my side. A few strays come in. But
Sure.
But overall, yeah.
Like, have you ever gone through like a friendship breakup that just changed your life?
No, definitely. I had a really good,
Those are the
a really
worst.
good friendship. Actually, a few, crazy enough,
Yeah.
where I would say is like a best friend.
Yeah.
But things just get tricky when we start to elevate in certain areas, and they may feel like they're being left behind in a way. So the show must go on. So we just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And I've never hindered anyone or stopped anyone from doing what they wanted to do in the next time, and trying to level up,
Right.
So it's like when that starts to feel like that, then it's like, okay, I don't think we're compatible in this friendship
Yeah.
anymore. So
And like how did you know what you want your friends to embody? Like how did you attract your tribe?
I feel like how I
Because you said it took
come
a while.
across, yeah. I feel like how I come across, it's like if I'm supportive, I expect you to be supportive. If I'm rooting for you, I expect the same amount, if not more or less. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's like it's that. It's like whatever I embody as a friend, I expect the same. Everyone's different. Everyone like shows different kind of. I'm a very low maintenance, I would say, friend. There's like check up on me here and there.
Yo, I say the
but
same thing.
I'm not a phone call. Don't call
I was
me.
just talking about this earlier. I'm like, I'm a very low maintenance friend.
Yeah.
Like
I like to think so, at least myself. It's like we can catch up whenever, a month from now, 2 months, you know what I mean? But as long as we stay connected and it's love, you feel the vibes. I feel like when you're with a friend, you can sense like when they actually mean well for you and when they don't. And when you feel like the vibe and the shift is off, it's like, yeah, we're not doing this
yeah.
anymore. So yeah.
Have you had a friendship where you maybe felt like this friend is around me because of maybe how it makes them feel? Like have you experienced like a superficial friendship like that? And like how
have.
did you
For
How
me,
did
it was
you
like
go
during the
away from
time that
that?
I was starting my business. So at that point, I was promoting myself heavy. I was on social media heavy. I was not. My foot was on the gas. My foot was not letting up.
And on everybody's neck.
So yes, and we still
Mhm.
there. No.
I love it. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, please.
But
Yes.
when that happened, I feel like there was like a lot of like short-term friendships that came into play. So I had to like reel it back because I wanted to be friends with everyone. And we cannot be friends with everyone because people have different motives. I feel like it was not a status, but like an image kind of thing. Like, oh, she has motion. Let me see what's going on. Oh, well, how did you do this? Or how did you do that? When it took blood, sweat, and tears to get where I'm at. So it's like, why would I just give out the whole blueprint for free when we just met a day ago? You know what I mean? So it was like a lot of that came into play. So I really had to reel it back and be like, okay, like I want my genuine friends that really mean well, and I don't need all the extra. But yeah, and even like with a real friend that I had like for a long time, and that happened as well. It's like for different motives, like, oh, can you edit this video? Oh, can you do this? And it was like a lot of like gimme, and there's like a lot of take and not too much on the other side. So yeah.
That part. So you really you with your success and
Yes.
growing bigger with your success really taught you who were the friends around you.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
And so what did success mean for you like growing up? What did that look like for you growing up?
For me, growing up, it was honestly, we were very poor. But we didn't know it, okay? Because everyone else
That's
around us is
Section 8
poor.
life.
So
That's Section 8 life. We know about it.
So I thought I was living the life until you go to
Mhm.
college, and I'm like, wait, you guys didn't have food stamps? Like, we didn't have the same struggles? Like, what happened? So you don't realize it. So for me growing up, it was just like the typical like house, having a family, all of that. I had dreams of like being on TV, but in reality,
you
it didn't feel.
did.
I did.
So when
I
you were a little
did.
girl, so this is interesting.
I remember the whole conversation and everything,
Yo,
which
that's
is crazy.
so funny. I remember the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, not to make this about me.
No, girl,
but-
make it about you.
But I remember like growing up and my mom would be like, oh, what do you want? And I would be like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be famous and I'm going to
Yeah.
buy you a house.
Oh my gosh.
Like I literally would say that to my mom all the
Yeah.
time. And then somewhere along that changed. So
Yeah.
you, when you were little and you thought about success, what did you want to, obviously you knew you wanted to be famous.
Yes,
You knew you
yeah.
belonged in front of the lights.
Somewhere. Yeah.
You were like, I belong on TV. I belong on the stage.
I don't know how, because I was shy back then, but I knew. I was like, I want to
Right.
be there. But I would watch like, like Sábado Gigante.
Of
And it was
course.
like the kids on there and they
Oh
would like
my
perform
God!
and they'll do little skits.
Yo, that's mad funny.
And I told my grandma, like, yo quiero estar en el televisor. Like, I want to be on TV.
You're
like
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
be on
how.
Sábado Gigante.
Yes.
I love it.
Girl.
I love it. So how the heck did nursing come to play?
So I wanted something that was more stable because at the time I'm like, I have to get me and or my whole family out of what we're
the hood.
in.
Out the hood.
Yes, where we're at. And then it's like, well, having a regular job is not going to do that for me. So let me see what else is out there. And honestly, it was just like, I knew it was going to be something that's going to guarantee money. You know what I mean? I loved helping people. So for me, it was like, from that standpoint, it's like helping others.
That was going to be like my question. Why the medical field?
I was already a CNA from high school.
Stop.
Yeah. So I was forced into a tech school.
Hold on.
By my mom.
Hold on. What you mean forced into a tech? She's like, I didn't.
My mom
I went against
couldn't
my
go to
will.
public school, so I was forced into a tech school. So I had to pick a trade. Unfortunately, I literally tried to fail out of the tech school and didn't want to stay in this school.
You tried to fail out?
I did, girl. They're like, oh, if you fail, if you have
plotting.
all Fs, you're gonna be kicked out. I was like, oh, bad. That's all I have to do. So that's what I did, and I did not get kicked out because my mom knew somebody that was in charge of the school. So yes, I was very much a rebel back in the day, and so everything shifted. Yeah,
I can't even picture
girl.
that.
I put my family through a little bit. Yeah. So I had to pick the tech school. So then went for CNA, and after that, I'm like, I'm in the health field already, and maybe come easier for me just to go through and do the nursing route. So that's what I ended up doing. Honestly, it took forever and a day. As you know, with school, it's absolutely horrendous.
So you first generation college?
Yes. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I was the first one to graduate from college.
That's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Your family must
I
have
was
been
super
so
proud of
you.
that. Yeah. And it's that as well as like doing it for that reason as well.
Yeah. Right. You wanted to. I think that's what we do when we're growing up. We want to make mommy and papi proud.
Yes.
We want to go to college. We want to do the whole, the right thing, right?
Yeah.
And so, what college did you go to, anyways?
I went to Goodwin College. So I graduated.
Oh,
from
Goodwin.
nursing.
I still owe Goodwin money.
Girl, they're
Goodwin,
expensive.
if you're watching me. Goodwin is expensive, honey.
Goodwin is expensive,
but incredible nursing, program.
Yes, but I didn't go straight through Goodwin, so I went through community college because we a little poor, so we got the Pell Grant and all that, and then we got.
I love that plan. I don't know why.
So
more
you save
people
money.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And so nursing school. You're in nursing school.
Yes.
Let's jump ahead to like damn near graduation. Where were you there, like almost graduating? What did you picture your life like?
At that point, I thought I was going to go on, do APRN, and just continue on with the nursing.
Was that the plan?
Yeah, that was a plan. Being a business owner and all of that was nowhere near. Nowhere near. Like, I didn't even stumble upon that at all.
Okay, wait. Before we get there.
Yep.
So you were like, I'm gonna be an APRN.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna keep going. The route to nursing was just gonna keep on.
You were just gonna keep climbing.
But
up.
after you go through the nursing, you're like, I think this is where I'm gonna land, and this is it. This is it for me because I struggled. School is hard.
What did you struggle most with?
For me, it's attention. I know that you had mentioned about the
big ADHD.
Yeah.
Big ADHD.
We're there. We're vibing with that because
and I
do
like
also struggle with that. Yeah.
Creatives have
it's a
that
blessing
problem.
and a curse because we can hyper focus, but honestly, it's tough. Any little thing, like I'll be in the middle of the test and it's like anyone does anything and I'm here like la la la. Oh shoot, wait, I'm taking a test. Let me focus.
Right.
So it's a lot of that. I struggled with attention.
I hear the math in nursing school.
The math wasn't too bad. It's more the science. The science was
Yeah.
treacherous. It was bad.
Girl, but you were doing that.
Yeah, but I did.
You were doing that,
Yeah.
and you accomplished that. Like you
Yes.
literally graduated.
Super proud.
And so your first job as a nurse, what was that like?
Oh, it was terrible. Oh, it was absolutely terrible.
Why?
When I tell you, whenever I do anything, it's never, not that anyone is smooth sailing, but it's always so crazy for me. Every experience that I go through. So I was put in with, like, for training. But the guy, he was clocked out. He was going to get married
was
that
he
year.
mean?
He wasn't, not so much mean, but it was more
I feel like
so
some
like.
of these nurses be bullies.
A lot of the nurses are. And
Why
I
are
was the
they like
only new
that?
hire. So, girl,
And
I
you're
got the
pretty, too.
worst assignments. No one really liked, it wasn't that diverse. I will add that. It
What kind of
wasn't too
hospital were you
diverse.
in?
Do we name out the hospital?
Can we name
Can we name-
hospitals here? I mean, if you want, girl.
Anyway,
We can edit it
so
out.
St. Francis.
Trinity Health. Go ahead. Trinity Health.
So
We see you.
yeah, so I was at that hospital. So it was like med surge, cardiac. It was a lot. It was a lot at first to start off with.
Such a huge
I
hospital.
took it as a challenge because I'm like, oh, I'm a new grad, and they really trust me in order to do like cardiac straight out of college. So I took it as a challenge, but it was definitely rough.
So you were on the cardiac unit.
I was in the cardiac unit. Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah, like fresh out of surgery, like open heart surgeries.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So it was
Did you
nice
assist in
experience, though.
surgeries?
No.
Stop.
Girl, I knew my limits.
I was about
They
to
had
say.
me go in for a C-section for a mom. Girl, I almost passed out. I was like, I know what nurse I'm not gonna be, and that's inside the surgery.
And is that where you saw yourself? Like, I want to be in the cardiac unit, or were you like, I want to work in the
Honestly, I wanted to
pediatrics?
do labor and delivery.
Okay, that's what I was. Gonna
I
ask,
wanted to do labor and delivery, and then when I got into it, and I did a round in labor and delivery. I feel like it wasn't me. I'm very like fast paced and going, and that's like at the time, like as I was like looking at what they were doing, it wasn't so much like that. So I was like, I want fast paced. I can't just like chill.
So you want to be in the ER?
Not so much. I can't do trauma. I cannot do trauma. You see, if I see an arm missing, we're gonna have two traumas.
Especially St. Francis, because St. Francis Hospital is
they are level 1 trauma.
Okay,
yeah. So
right.
they see everything.
Yeah.
Gunshots, everything. Yeah.
So give us like a funny patient story where you like fucked up.
Oh God. I'm trying to think. Not really messed up, but like it was funny because I used to wear my hair. I used to go with makeup, girl, full on makeup, just like this. And
It's funny because if I'm a nurse, I would be doing the same thing.
Mind you, I work third shift. Okay,
not the graveyard shift.
And I had long black hair. Well, I still do have long black hair, but I have black hair.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this patient that he had dementia, and he was like in a whole. I think they call it soma. I even forgot the term. But anyways, he's in this cage because he's very disoriented and yeah. It's like I don't know what you call it. It's like a rope kind of cage. Because when they're disoriented, they don't want them. No. This was med surge, but they still do that. Like when you're disoriented, so they don't like jump out of bed or anything. like that.
So the bed was like
so the bed. You're like, what's
Prison
going
bed.
on in that hospital?
I was like, cage.
But anyways, I had him for the second time, and I go in like, oh, do you remember me? Like, do you remember me from yesterday? He's like, oh yeah, I know who you are. You're Pocahontas.
You were like, absolutely.
Oh my God. I'm like,
you
no.
were like, that's right. I am.
Me trying to make conversation with him, I'm like, okay, never mind. He forgot. He forgot. But yeah, but nothing too crazy. Honestly, I didn't really go through anything too crazy that I can think of. Yeah, or any like, no.
Did you ever have like a nurse that was like seniority to you, like try to like bully you at work?
Not so much. No, it was just like overall the vibe, how it was. It wasn't like really supportive. Like
Just
I'm drowning and all. Yeah,
It was just passive aggressive.
it was. It were like actually there was one that it's like
Tell me.
we have to give report.
Tell me.
We have to give report to, and she's like, "Oh well, do you want report or do you not want report? What do you want?" And I was like, I didn't know you were ready, but I'm ready if you are ready. But I kept it cute because you can't go to the same level as they're doing. So,
Right.
it was a lot of that. And
And
even
we're
the
just starting
doctors,
out,
if
I'm
anything,
sure.
the doctors,
Tell me about that.
girl, the
Tell me
doctors
about
are
that.
so bad. So as a new nurse, I'm calling you if I think that there's an issue, or even as a seasoned nurse. It doesn't have to be because you're a new nurse. But you'll call them and it's in the middle of the night. I work third shift. So they're like, why the fuck are you calling me? Pretty much.
Wait.
And I'm like, do you care about your patient?
No, but
Or
wait a minute,
no?
because these doctors, they like have a room where doctors like sleep in. Or am I watching too much Grey's Anatomy?
So it's the residents.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's the doctors, but it's the residents that they're the ones that sleep in the hospital, actually.
And so the residents was getting like just
So sometimes it was a resident, sometimes it was the full-on doctor, and they're like,
The
"Oh, well,
attending?
do you think it's important? Well, I'm calling, so yeah, it is important. So do you want to come or no?
right.
Let me know. If not, that's the best thing about nursing. You document. Spoke to the doctor.
Doctor
We'll make a note.
Ahmed didn't come when called.
When called. And
Blood
you have to
sugar
put
is
word for
spiking.
word. So sometimes they'll be spicy, and you have to write in whatever the hell they
Said I don't care. Take care of it.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, yeah. So
Have you ever gotten written up?
No, never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Crazy,
Good.
right?
Good. So how long were you a nurse in? Did you stay at St. Francis the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time, 3.5 years. So I was there for 3.5 years. Yeah,
Dang,
COVID
no
hit. I would have stayed
way.
longer. COVID hit and they gave me the boot. So they laid off a ton of people. I don't know if you saw it on the
Oh
news.
no, hold on, back up. Back up, girl. Don't because we want to know all the tea.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So 3.5 years. And damn, that's a good chunk
Yeah.
of time. So you spent 3 years there.
Yes.
And so you're moving up, you're getting good at your job, I imagine.
Yes. At this
Right?
point, yeah.
At that point, patients are falling in love with you
Yes.
and asking you to marry them.
Yeah.
Right? I know
You
went
know,
through that.
sometimes.
I know you went through that. And so, yeah, walk us through COVID and what happened.
So during that time, I actually was in radiology. So I switched departments. This is my third department at this point because I kept bouncing from one department to the next, figuring out, is it the nursing? Is it the department? Which one is it? So at this point, I was in radiology. So they laid off a whole bunch of people. So at this point with COVID, there was less people coming into the hospital as expected because they don't want to be, they don't want to get COVID from just getting a little cough checked up,
Right.
So it was a lot of that. So with my department, they didn't have as many patients coming in. So with that, they laid
In
off
radiology.
in radiology. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's more of like an outpatient
Right.
kind of department.
Mm-hmm.
So they laid off the doctors, nurses.
Oh,
No one was
damn.
safe. And
Oh,
no one
wow.
was even like displaced anywhere. So
But it's crazy because at that time, I mean, nurses were essential.
yeah.
And at that time, the only people that were working were essential workers. And it's crazy that you still experience being laid off.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
We still don't even know at this point, but honestly, we got laid off. They had some travel nurses coming in. So
Travel nurses coming in, but they laid you off.
Yes.
What?
So it was a lot of that had happened. We think that, well, a lot of us think that something had happened like behind the scenes, maybe government assistance and all of that, and then they used it for travel nursing. So that was my thinking behind it because like for someone to be there was even people who were there for longer than me, like 10, 15 years.
That's wild.
So for
though.
them to not even be displaced to a different department, we found it as odd.
So they were just like, hey, your last day is.
Yeah, literally. Well, they said that we're going to be furloughed. They sent us another letter in the mail and we're like, oh, our furlough is going to be extended to 3 more months. So I was like, oh, bet. Another 3 months at home? Sign me up.
Getting paid?
And then shortly after I received a letter, and then shortly after a few days, then I got a call actually, and then she said that you're gonna be laid off. Yeah. So I was like, oh wow. So at that point in my life, I
Right.
was taking clients at home.
Okay.
So I was taking.
You were taking makeup clients?
So it was brow clients. So I had taken my permanent brow course and taking brow wax and tint courses,
Okay.
and I was just taking clients at home because I had a spare room at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign. Because I wasn't going to leave nursing to do brows in my head at the time. I was like, this is crazy. Why would I do that?
So wait, pause really quick. So you get laid off.
Yes.
And so at any point you didn't think like, oh, this will pass. I'll just this will pass and I'll get back in the hospital. Or was that not kind of going through your
No,
head?
I was kind of over it. So I took it as a sign. I was like, this is a sign from God. If anything.
Oh my goodness, that's so powerful.
Yeah, for sure. Because I knew I didn't want to go back. And my grandma kept telling me, old school
Were you burnt
Spanish.
out?
She's like, salte de ahí. You don't want to be there. Well, while it's like COVID, no one knows you're going to get sick, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I have to stay. I worked so hard to be a nurse. I had to stay
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So honestly, if I didn't get laid off, I don't know where I would be. But it definitely gave me the push in order to start my business from there. So shortly after, my friend contacted me. She's like, hey, I have a friend who's opening up a hair salon. Do you want a room? She has a spare room that she wants to rent out. And I was
Okay.
like, I mean, I don't have all the clients in the world, but we're going to figure it out.
Shoot, I wish I knew you back then. I'd have brought you right to hair
I
guys,
wish I knew
honey.
you, girl.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know anything about any of this whole lifestyle
Right.
of like business owner and renting out suites. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I just thought you started a hair salon in my head.
Right.
So yeah, and that was in Avon. So I don't know if you had seen me at that point.
Wow. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So started from there and just kept going crazy because I had to make my money some way, somehow. So I kept posting on social
So,
media.
When you were like, okay, because you were burnt out already, you didn't
Yes.
want to go back to the
Oh
hospital.
no!
You were like,
Honestly,
over
I
the medical
would have
field?
took any other job before going back to
That's
nursing, even if it took a pay
crazy.
cut.
That's crazy.
Which in the beginning when I started my business, it was a pay
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah.
So
And that's so relatable because I think I told you, did I tell you that I was a phlebotomist at one point?
no. I don't know. I don't think so.
Honey, and I was damn
Girl,
good
but
at
not
it.
surprised.
And
You
I
carry
was damn
many
good at
trades,
it.
many trades.
I was out here with these scrubs.
No way.
And
I
I
did
was
not know
drawing
that.
blood, and then people were petrified because back
Why?
then, no, because I looked like I was 12 years old, and I would go into the rooms, and they would be like, because
They're like, are you of age?
and let me. And
Did you graduate?
I just want to throw out there that I was in the hard vein unit.
Oh.
And now, like, these phlebotomists, they have like they cheat now. They have like these.
They have like the laser and all of that. I know.
Baby, I used to be
know.
like,
You're like, we have to get it any which way we can.
this is where it's at.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I worked as a phlebotomist,
I did not know
and
that.
this is one of the lifetimes that I lived. So, and I was going to school for nursing, much
I
like
did
you
not
at
know
the same time. I
that.
know this is crazy,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
And I worked as a phlebotomist. I worked for Harvard Hospital, for the Red Cross, and I was doing blood drives, and I got so burnt out. And
Oh, it will healthcare will burn you out.
girl, I was
for
in Harvard
sure.
Hospital, and I was running around that Harvard Hospital like Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, because the nurses didn't draw blood. They would only call phlebotomy, unless it was like in the
Yes,
ER,
yeah,
right?
because we had like an IV team. Yeah.
And they were these nurses in Harvard Hospital. They were not good at these IVs.
No.
They just were not good at
Yeah,
it.
they don't really
Were you
train
good
us.
at the
Girl, you know
IVs?
they don't even train you. It's like one thing, like, okay, just
Well,
put,
that makes sense because
it's-
I had to
it's
be
not really a
going in
training.
and fixing
Imagine
their
how long did it
IVs.
take to do phlebotomy, like the course? That was like a few months, right?
I think it
Was
took
it a
like
few
a good
months?
6 months actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they teach us in one day in like 2 hours.
That's crazy.
So it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
I was terrible.
So wait, I was going somewhere with that. Anyways, just to the relate to the point that I felt, and I don't know if you experienced this, but when I was in phlebotomy and I just felt like I was doing something completely out of alignment.
Yes, for sure.
And I was,
But you feel it, but you don't know
Yes.
like why.
yeah,
Like everyone else did it, so why am I not feeling comfortable in this
right.
space?
And I
Yeah.
was just like, I had this moment. First of all, I had a really, really bad day at work. Because at that point I was working in New Britain in the community health center. And you know how it is with patients that
Yes.
will test you. And
Yes,
I had
girl.
such an awful day. And I was like, I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And you were already doing brows
Yes,
at
yeah.
home. Me, I wasn't doing,
You didn't do hair at all.
I didn't
at
do
that
hair
point?
at all.
No way.
No, because I like literally don't even have that story. I don't have like a stereotypical like hairstylist story.
Yeah.
I just knew that I was creative.
Yeah.
Much like you, I just knew that like, okay, I need to be like just doing something creative.
Yeah.
And I was so burnt out with the whole entire medical field. I did not want to go there. And so you felt that and you were
Yeah.
like, I am not going back.
No, any which way, I was not going back. Yeah.
Was that scary for you?
It was honestly very scary. But in my head, I was like, well, the world is ending. So when, but now.
The zombie apocalypse.
Honestly,
is
it felt like
upon
that.
us.
Like the army was outside St. France. Girl, it was a whole thing. So I was like, well, I
I'm
guess, do I
dying.
go and do brows now?
Right.
And do what I really loved? Because I did makeup before I was a nurse, you know? So it was like everything just lined up in the way that I had to line up.
Yeah.
Because one thing couldn't happen without the next.
And I'm sure
And,
that there
yeah.
are so many skills that you brought with you from nursing to
For
what you
sure.
do. Like, speak to that.
Yes, yes.
How do you feel like you, are set apart from other kind of makeup artists and brow artists with your nursing background? What skills do you carry
I
with
feel
you?
like just having the education, just a professionalism.
She said being smart.
Bare minimum.
Learning how to read.
Yes. The customer service skill, like all of those
Bedside
things.
manners.
Bedside manners. Yeah, there's all those things. And even like just going through college, like seeing different backgrounds and being around different people, even in the hospital.
Yeah.
I feel like it just ties in to everything. To having like your patients, mira. I keep calling my clients
I
patients,
do
my
the same
patients
thing.
clients.
I do the same thing.
That transition took a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was that. It's like having that customer service, knowing how to carry yourself. Because as a nurse, you can't go, I mean, maybe some people do, but for the most part, you want to carry yourself in a way that the patient's gonna, not think that you're one of the crazies in here too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yep. And so when you decided, okay, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and see if
Yeah.
see if this will work out for me. You got an opportunity at a hair salon.
Yes. Yeah.
And so what did your like first paying client feel like? Do you remember that?
I do,
How was
actually.
that?
It felt like unreal. It was
You're like,
so
I'm
crazy.
charging
I
you?
know. I'm like, oh, you trust me? And just being in a different setting, it almost felt like I was like, it still felt like weirdly enough, like I was a nurse because I'm
Mhm.
like calling them in. They're in the waiting room. So it was like,
Jessica?
yes.
That's
But it felt
hilarious.
amazing. It felt like I made it at that point, whether that was the only client I get or not. It really did. It
So
felt
how
like,
many
wow.
clients did you have at that time?
At that time, I had many gaps, many gaps. But
Mhm.
in 1 week, maybe I would have maybe 10 clients in 1 week. It varied, but I had my schedule wide open, okay?
Right,
Wide
right,
open, trying to get
right,
any client I can get at that
right.
point.
And so did you use Instagram and social media to promote yourself back
Yes,
then? You
yeah.
did.
So I did that
Okay.
mostly, and then I had a website, and then they would book that way. But mostly it was social media. I edited my videos. That's when like CapCut really came out because of the whole like TikToks and everything came out. So I took
Mm.
a course even in social media so that I can really learn how to edit
Yeah,
and how
good
to
for
do
you.
transitions and all of these things. So I was like, I want to master anything that I'm going to do. So
I like that.
so yeah.
I feel the same way. Like if I'm gonna do something,
Oh yeah.
example.
Yes. Hello.
I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast.
I was
and I'm
like, wait,
no,
oh no,
I'm
you're
really gonna
doing
do a
it.
podcast.
Yes. No, absolutely. And
And you're
that's
the
how I
same
am.
way.
Yeah. It's either go all the way or not at all because I don't like to half-ass anything. If that's the case, I won't do it at all because I'm a
Same.
perfectionist and I feel like you're the same way too.
I am.
I'm a
I
real
am.
perfectionist and it's a blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It really
it's really
is.
bad.
We got to let go of
Yeah.
certain details so we
We do.
don't,
Not
go
being
too crazy.
perfect.
Yeah.
Because you're like, but I am perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can I not be perfect?
Right. Right.
I mean, you're the total package.
Girl, you too, babe. Hello. Hello? I always say to have beauty on the outside is one thing, but to have it on the inside, like it's worth
Everything.
so much more. I swear it's like everything. So when you are the whole package inside and out,
Mm.
forget it.
Mm.
Forget it. You are the whole package. 10s across the board.
Mm.
Yeah. Because it's and you're funny too. Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Listen.
You add just a little sprinkle of funny, girl.
I mean, humor has brought me through just so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Right?
I laugh through everything. It's like something's going bad, I'm gonna be crying and then laughing and,
And then
making
you're
a
gonna be
joke about
laughing,
it.
and you're gonna make a joke
Yeah,
about it.
Absolutely.
And so when did I'm painting this picture. You're in the hair salon.
Yes.
Do we like the hair salon?
We do. Yeah.
We like the hair
yeah,
salon.
Yeah. We like
okay,
the hair salon.
Okay, we like the hair salon. And now you're starting to take on clients.
Yes.
And so at this point you're like, nursing, when did you realize, yo, I think I could build something with this? I want you to go back to that really quick. I want you to pause and think
Yeah.
about that and go back to
Right.
that and tell us when that happened for you.
Crazy enough, like I always felt it, but I feel like my clients, the way that they go hard for me, my slave babes, y'all know who you are.
I
The way
love
that my
that.
clients go hard for me, they believed in me before I even probably did, honestly, because I'm like, oh, I can do brows. I'm good right here. But when they start believing in you more and more, it's like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm like, oh, I could? Let's do it.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So it's like they saw so much in me that it really like motivated me and it really inspired me to like do more because like I have all these people looking at what I have going on.
Yeah.
And I wanted more for myself too. I always visioned my dad, he's actually a business owner himself.
Oh, what does he do?
He's a mechanic. So
Love
the
that.
way
a man that
that
works with his
Yeah.
hands. That's how I like my men working with their
Yes.
hands.
Right.
Come in the house
right.
dirty. Uh-huh.
So seeing him and how much drive he has, oh
Yeah.
girl, that was just my role model through and through. That really was.
Stop, because I'm gonna
yeah.
cry.
But
Aw.
he's everything, yeah. And people go hard for him. Like anyone, his name is Memo. Everyone goes hard for him in Willimantic. So I was raised in Willimantic. So
Okay.
it's like a whole thing over there. Everyone knows him. Going in the stores, they know him. And now I'm like, I'm going in the stores. People know me. I'm like, It feels so
Mira, se me pararon
good.
los
It
pelos
feels
when you said
so,
that.
yeah, it feels so good to be known for what you're good at. You know what I mean? It's like for what you're good at and how you carry yourself, because he carries himself so well. And I've always wanted to aspire to be like that. So he's just an amazing man. And
Yeah.
yeah. So being that business owner, I knew I wanted to embody those qualities too.
And you knew you had it.
Yes.
You knew you had it.
Yeah.
And so with the support of your clients,
Yes.
and your clients going hard for you,
Yes.
when was the moment that you were like, all right, I'm going to branch off on my own? Like, how did you get to Glastonbury?
So I was looking for a space for a very long time. So I
Because you were
stayed longer.
outgrowing. You were
I was
outgrowing.
outgrowing.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted more space, wanted more room. They had expanded the room that I was in already at the
Mhm.
time, but I still felt like I felt like I wanted more for my clients and just for me overall. So I kept looking for locations. At the time, this was like post-COVID. A lot was shifting.
And the rent.
There was a lot, yeah. The rent skyrocketed at
Girl.
one point. So it was insane. It was crazy. So for me, I was like, okay, let me see what's out there. At the time, my rent had gone up. So I was like, well, I gotta go. This is an Avon, girl. So rent is gonna keep going up. So I was like, let me see what else is out there. I reached out to a friend who does lashes. So I went to stay with her or rent out a space in her location until I really found the studio that I wanted to go with. But I took my time. I was like, when it's time, it's time. I'm gonna feel right about it. I've seen so many locations for years and years, and I couldn't find the place that aligned with me or made sense for my business. And crazy
Yeah.
enough, I went on Marketplace and I saw the studio that I'm in now that I own. And yeah, and that's where I found it. It was on
Okay,
Facebook Marketplace,
back
which is,
up.
hold
That's
on.
insane.
And now I'm like
That's
drawing
insane.
a whole connection because
Talk about it out loud.
where I started to promote my business was on Facebook Marketplace. And I don't know why I'm now realizing that.
What?
Yeah. And
Full
Facebook wouldn't let you promote your
circle.
business on there. You know, on Marketplace, no. They will take the ad down because they want you to pay for an ad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I promote myself right on my Facebook status. Right on
No,
my Facebook
on Marketplace
status.
though.
But you did it on
Yeah,
Marketplace.
on Marketplace. I put brows, $50. Brows, $25. Yeah. So I would promote on there. So I'm like, let me see what's on Marketplace. So yeah, I found the studio that I have now.
And
Yeah.
so was that the vision that you were like, okay, this is what I want to know. I want to
Yeah.
know, how did the vision of Slay J Beauty come about? And when were you like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to bring this to the storefront. I'm about to bring this
Yeah.
next level.
Honestly, I don't even know if I had like a real moment like
I think
that.
you were just going.
I was just going with
You
the
were just going.
motions. I'm like, okay, well, next is this. Well, next is that. Like what I thought making it was, or what success probably was, like, oh, I need to own a storefront. But little do we know how many challenges come with a storefront. If you know, you know.
Stop, because I'll cry right
Yes.
now. Stop, because
But I was just
cry
going
right
through
now.
the motions. Honestly, did I think that it was what was right for me at the time? Maybe not. But I just felt like that was next. Okay, let me see. How much bigger can I bring this?
You're like,
know?
how? Let me see how much further I
How
can bring
further?
this.
And I'm like that. I feel like
Yes, push the limits.
how much, yes, like how can I push this? How can I push the limits even more and see? Because there are people that doubted me. Let me tell you.
Talk
like
to me about that.
ex co-workers, like nurses and stuff. Like people come back, like, yeah, everyone's like wondering, why are you gonna do brows? Like, why are you doing brows and leaving nursing?
You
And
wear scrubs. What are you doing makeup?
yeah, no, absolutely. And I was like, you know what? No one has to understand the vision but me and God, who is putting it in my heart. And that is all. That is it. And that is all.
And you stood on that.
And I stood on that because I knew it. No one can understand the vision from the outside looking in. But once you feel it in your heart, you just know what's meant for you.
So basically, you were experiencing doubt around you.
Oh, yes, for sure.
But you are saying that you believed in yourself
Mhm.
harder.
For sure.
Where did that come from? For
Yeah.
women out here that want to start businesses, that are scared to take that
Mhm.
leap, scared to take that step,
Yeah.
you had that faith
Yeah.
in you. And
sure.
you had that, and it weighed more than the doubt that was around you.
Yeah.
So like, where did that come from? Did you always have that, or did
I
you
feel like I
attain that?
always did have that. Like my
Yeah.
grandma raised me and she was a type, like I remember as a kid, I would be like, you know, any little thing you can't do, maybe open a door or whatever. She's like, no diga que no puedes. Don't say that you can't. Never say that you can. Never say you can't. She was like so big on that. And it always like was instilled in my head to never say that you can't. So I always had like this vision,
Wow.
always like I had like crazy like ideas like, oh, I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on TV. oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So I always had like this vision that like there's nothing I cannot do, and who are you to tell me, that I cannot do that? And I am also a believer. I'm a Christian, so that as well. It's like if you
hallelujah.
have God in your side, no, you're undefeated. You're unstoppable.
That's what's up.
Honestly, yeah,
That's incredible.
for sure.
And so when you decided, all right, I'm gonna start, doing this, you experienced people looking at you kind of sideways.
Yes.
Did that come from people close to you?
It wasn't, no, honestly, thankfully. It wasn't anyone
Good
really
for
close.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't
amazing.
anyone close. It
Because
was
that
more
sucks
like
when that happens. When
yeah.
they're close to you and it's like family and
And you
you're
have to explain yourself, and
Yeah.
thankfully I didn't have to do that. It was more so like people like on the outside, like colleagues or like just distant friends, but not anyone close that I really had to care too much about. But honestly, when anyone doubts you, I feel like that's just fuel. It really does fuel me, and knowing, okay, now I have to do it. Like I have to do
Because the
it
worst thing you could do is underestimate me.
for sure, for sure. Yeah. So it was a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about, have you ever experienced, like, no, how do I want to word this? Have you ever had a time that almost pushed you to, you know what, I don't think this is going to work out?
With the business, or
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever did. I guess like life experiences that you go through,
Like
at
more
the time,
personal?
more personal, more than anything, makes you feel that way. Like if you can't get through certain challenges or going through it alone. I went through a whole breakup. So
Okay.
it was a lot to
That sucks.
trying to juggle. I opened my business during the time that I was getting a whole divorce. So yes. So it
Did
was.
we all go through divorce in 2020?
I think we all did.
That's crazy because I did too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my ex-husband. I love that man.
Yes. You know, we wouldn't be
That's the
here.
He's A1. He's A1. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to tune in another episode for that.
That's a whole nother
going-
10-part series.
10-part series, exactly. But going through a divorce in 2020.
Yeah. Girl, so opening a business
my
at the same
goodness.
time that I'm going through that, it was very
Yeah.
challenging. It was very
Yeah.
challenging. But in my head, I was like, I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Like, I have to prove it to myself more than anything. I felt
Well,
like it.
and then you just even brought something very important. You were married, so you had stability there.
Yes.
And now you lose nursing. And then on top of losing nursing, you're like, I don't even want to go back to nursing.
No.
You get into
It's almost
this-
like I wanted a whole new identity.
you
at that
wanted a
point.
whole, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, get me out of that whole nursing and what I wanted to be, happy family and
Right.
all of those things. I wanted to scrap it
Right.
completely. I'm like, I just want to do brows.
You're like,
and
I'm literally
I
walking
want
away
a
from
whole
this
new
old
life.
life.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Leaving my husband and my
Yeah.
job.
Oh yeah, everything.
I'm-
The dog, everything.
And the dog and everything. Take it all. Take it all. So that's wild because
Yeah.
was that, because I know for me, I can speak very freely like this, and you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to,
yeah.
you don't have to answer, But me, I know when I was going through my kind of transition out of that life, I was at a place that was like, I hit a crash and burn where it was sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was heartbroken because nobody gets married to get divorced.
Yeah. No one gets married with the
Nobody gets
intention
married to
of-
get divorced.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
right,
That's not how
right.
the story's supposed to go.
Yes.
But I also felt confident that it was the right thing to do.
Yes.
And it turns out it was.
Yeah.
It was the best thing that we could have done. But were you experiencing heartbreak while creating this business at the same time?
Yes. Yes. For sure. Yeah. So it was a lot to take
Wow.
on. Honestly, looking back, I'm like, how did I actually do it?
Wow.
But yeah, it was a lot of heartbreak, a lot of uncertainty. It was a lot of that stuff. But I knew the life that I wanted for myself, and being in that space and that situation was not where I wanted to be and where it would bring me to the next place in life where I wanted to be. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it had to happen the way that it happened. But I feel like you become better after that situation. You become
Hell yeah.
stronger, resilient. That's when I really didn't give a damn about anything or
Right.
anyone or who
Right.
cared. And because before that, I feel like I did have more of a, like, I really cared what people thought. like, oh no, I have to have the perfect marriage. Like, no, I can't even tell
Talk
people I
about
got
it. Talk
divorced.
about it.
You know, so it's like after that, it's like, who gives a damn?
It
Like,
felt
we
like
all
such a
go through
taboo probably
things.
when you were going
Yeah.
through it, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially from being more on a religious standpoint as well.
Oh my
It's like trying to
goodness.
break ties when it's like you're not supposed to get divorced. Like, what are you
Right.
doing? You're supposed to be your husband for life till death do
For
you part.
life.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a lot of that. So,
Yeah.
but you become so much better after it, honestly, after going through everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a lot. I was going through a lot. I don't know how I opened the whole
Oh my
business,
God,
girl.
Jojo, you were. And it's so incredibly inspiring to hear you talk
Thank
about that
you.
because I mean, even to hear you speak to that now where I am in my life, where I
Yeah.
am, you know, a single mom,
Yeah.
I'm doing so much, but it does make you better. None of those
Yes,
past experiences held you down or kept you down.
for sure.
But if anything, motivated you because you hit a time in your life where you're like, um, no one is going to come and save me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah, it made you
Yeah.
more resilient because honestly, I'm in a relationship now, but
Yes.
having your own,
I love to see
there's
it too.
nothing.
I love
Thank
to see it.
you.
Yeah.
He's my guy. This is my person.
Mine is coming soon. He's out there.
But yeah, it's just like you just find your way through life and
Yeah.
everything just works out
Yeah.
in the end. Yeah.
And so tell me, what is something people see today that took years of invisible work to build?
I feel like the confidence. The confidence for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or to portray it in the way that I do, I should say. Like I'm very much like I believe this about myself, whether you believe it or not, it's not my problem. So it's just having that confidence walking into rooms and really owning it. Like I said, I was more of a timid, shy person, but having a business, it really brought it out of me because you
Mm-hmm.
have to be more personable, talking to your I almost said patients again. Your clients. Sometimes it'd be
Talking to
feeling
your
like
psych
patient.
patients. Oops. I mean, uh-huh.
But yeah, it's just like having that confidence and just owning it. And knowing who I am. I feel like I really truly know who I am at this stage in life and no one can tell you anything. I'm never putting myself in those kind of situations where I did in the past with friendships, relationships, anything like that.
Yeah.
I know the signs. I know how much to give, how much not to give. All of those things. Yeah.
You said you know the signs. The signs of what context are we talking about? Like the signs in relationships, the
Yeah, for
signs.
sure. Like the signs in relationships or even friendships, because I feel like it goes hand in hand. It's like if you're giving more than you're getting back, it should be an even exchange. But if you're putting out so much and it's like you feel it that it's not
Mm-hmm.
like being reciprocated, then it's not your place to be in anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, I give with my whole heart. And like I
You
said, I'm a
love hard.
perfectionist when it comes to everything, whether it's being a titi, a
I
girlfriend,
know. I
a
love
sister.
it.
I give my all. So for anyone to have my attention or, effort being put into anything, like I'm giving it my all. So if you're not, you gotta go.
You gotta
You
go.
gotta
There's no
go.
space for you
No,
here.
there's no space. Yeah.
And tell me, like, what sacrifices, like, what did you have to sacrifice to have your success today? What do you think that is and what
I
that
would say
looks
a lot of
like?
time, a lot of
Mm.
time, a lot of time of like not going out with friends as much as I did, being more frugal with my money. Like I wasn't spending like crazy because for me, like especially starting off with a business, you don't know if this is actually gonna work. So it would be like a year in, 2 years in, I'm like, wait, is this actually gonna work? Or do I keep saving? Like, it's like those things because you don't know if it's actually gonna work until it does. And I feel like at this stage that I'm in now, I feel like, okay, we got it. We did it. Like we're doing the damn thing. And you feel more confident in that and knowing, that it's not going anywhere. Like
Right.
we're not gonna backtrack now.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's a lot of time, commitment, long hours, researching, taking classes. It's
So
a
you
lot
still
behind the
keep
scenes.
on, like you still take
Yes.
like education
Oh
for what you
yes. I
do.
just took the course in the nano brow.
Oh my God.
Yes. I did her
Oh
brows.
my God. I didn't even say, wait. So Jojo did my brows. I mean,
Hello.
obviously, I already talked about
Yeah,
that. You
yeah,
did my
yeah,
brows, but you
yeah.
did the nano brow, on me,
Yes,
which
we
I'm
went permanent. We
obsessed
went
with.
permanent now.
Right. I'm tired of doing these damn brows. But you did the permanent nano brow, which is
Yes.
incredible.
Yeah.
I go for my retouch soon.
Yes.
I can't wait.
But yeah, a lot of new, especially in the beauty industry, as you know, like I feel like it's the same for hair too.
Right.
Like there's new techniques that come out. So it's like reinventing yourself. And then now if a new technique comes out, now you have to re-promote yourself in
And-
that way.
And you have how many stations in your studio? Your
Now
studio
I
is
have-
absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I
Like every
appreciate
time I
it.
go into her space, I just feel like a star.
Thank you.
It's so clean.
appreciate
It's
that.
very like professional.
Thank you.
You can see JoJo all over it.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
you have how many artists now?
So now I have 3 artists that work
Wow.
under me, and work with me, not on, but
how-
with.
So they work with you. So you're
Yes.
not. I mean, but you still have standards.
Yes,
You
yeah,
still
yeah,
have
yeah.
a certain kind of expectation for, because all of your artists are absolutely talented.
Thank you.
And I give you props for that too, because
Thank
you
you,
don't
thank you.
just
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't want
just
to
rent a chair to anybody.
Right,
Right.
right. Yeah. I mean, I always say like I obviously teach them like what it takes like with the brows and like my technique of doing things, but I always feel like you can't teach good customer service. You can't teach, you know what I mean? You either have it or you don't. You can't teach being a kind person or being just a person that's professional. So it's like you have to have all of those things aligned before we can actually get to the brow part, you know? So
And I would
I'm
say
a-
that you set the tone for that.
yeah, for sure.
You do
I
set
feel
the
like it's how you
tone.
carry yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're only gonna allow what you allow. So yeah.
And like Latina entrepreneur,
Thank you.
you should be. I
Yes.
mean, that's
appreciate that.
incredible.
Thank you.
Do you find it difficult to navigate being a boss and an owner and having people, artists, incredible
Mhm.
artists, work with you? Do you find how do you find that to
Not-
be today?
So right now I find it's good at this point. There's certain times, you know,
I would
we
love
had
to have you as my boss.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously.
I feel like I'm very easygoing.
Yeah.
I'm very easygoing, but when it comes to the times that I have to be assertive for certain things, I don't let things slide. And I think that's like the best place to be, is because you want to be cool, but not too cool. But you
That
want to
was
be
my
assertive, but you don't want to be
problem.
too crazy. You know what I
Right.
mean? You
Yeah.
still want it to be fun. You still want it to be, you know, as long as they're doing their job. I'm not going to go crazy. Oh, you didn't throw out the garbage this one time. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Right.
it's knowing when to pick your battles for certain
Mhm.
things. But for the most part, honestly, I've had really great luck with the girls. Even if we've parted
Yeah.
ways, it's been all mutual,
All
if
good.
not good. No crazy drama or anything. Because that's one thing, honestly, I was nervous getting into it. Is hearing different crazy stories. You know, because I worked at a hair salon before. So it's like, not
Right.
that it happened there, but you just always hear different stories of situations that had happened. So I was hesitant to bring people along. It took some adjustment for sure because I was so used to it just being me for so long.
Yeah.
But honestly, I love it. I love how not being by myself all the time. And you can just like chit chat, you know, a little gossip here and there.
I love
So,
working with a team too.
Yeah.
I do. Where do you see Slay J Beauty 5 years from now? Like, what do you think that looks like?
So now I want to tie in the aesthetic nursing part of it into my beauty part of things. So I
Mhm.
want to tie it all together. We're kind of in the works of everything when it comes to that.
What do you
Um,
mean tying the aesthetics of nursing?
So doing like Botox injections, fillers.
Y'all know how I love my Botox. Okay.
So like med spa
Okay.
kind
Okay.
of situation, just so I can tie in like the nursing with it, because I do enjoy the medical field. It's just like
Mhm.
it
Just
really depends where you're at and the
Yeah.
setting that you're in. But that's my
So
next goal,
we're
is to do
expanding.
that. Yeah,
You
hopefully
think
this
we're
is the
gonna get
goal.
a bigger location? I see
I
it.
would, yes.
Or another
I would get
location.
another location and maybe go on my own, if not expand with a whole med spa, but we'll
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to work it out, trying to figure it out.
I think what we just heard is that the goal is growth.
Yes.
The goal is expansion.
Yes.
And I love that, and I can absolutely see that.
Thank you.
I want to ask you one more thing.
Of
Okay.
course. Ask as many as you want.
What have your past experiences taught you about the way you view people, life, and the world today?
Oh boy. So for me, I feel like in the past, like I feel like I held on to so much, but anything can just get let go. at this point in stage and age. If there's something that makes me unhappy, it gotta go, regardless of what situation it may be, whether it's the job, whether it's the relationship, whether it's anything, even family members. If we don't vibe and you're not supportive, we can't. Anything unhealthy, I feel like in this stage, like I'm in my 30s, I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy. I want to travel. I want to, anything that's going to hinder that, you just have to go at this stage, because we're just moving forward in life and we're just having fun. That's it.
Moving
having
forward,
fun.
chasing goals,
Yes.
but remembering to have fun.
Yes. In the middle of everything.
Cutting the cord where it needs to be cut,
Yes.
and not let stagnant and heavy energy keep you down.
For sure.
Right, is what I'm hearing.
Just to summarize, yes.
Just to summarize that.
For sure.
That is really, truly beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, it's so beautiful to see you do your work. It's inspiring. It's motivating. When I wake up and I see your content, it's a reminder for me to do content.
I love that.
When I see you, you're incredible at posting just like your day in the life. Like you're so active with it. And
I
that
always wanted
takes
to
a
stay
lot.
like authentic. I feel like if anything, and I feel like that's
too,
how you
and
are too.
Yes, and you're just very you. You're authentic.
Thank you.
And like really quickly, I don't want to spend too much time, but like you also got bars.
You know, I'm a little spicy.
I love it. I love it. And I think the biggest takeaways and why I decided to do this podcast is to bring on women like you that in the middle of chaos, in the middle of a breakup, and knowing that, you know what, this season and this chapter in my story needs to be closed.
Yes.
And I need to move on. And
for sure.
Reinvention and rebranding, you can do it at any time.
Yep.
And
any age, anytime.
At any age, anytime. And the biggest takeaway is following your intuition, because your intuition really led you to taking the risk and taking the leap and making this into your very successful business that you have today. That's huge. And there's intuition and there's safety. You could have very easily gone back to nursing. You would have been there right now.
Yes, for sure.
You know, probably doing some kind of catheter that you wouldn't have liked.
No.
And so that's just incredible. Just thank you so much for coming on
of course.
here.
Thank you for having me.
Taking time out of your day seriously to share this story. I mean, I think that it's something that many of us like need to hear, and that so many of us can learn from. And so
and that's my whole thing, is trying to inspire the next person.
Yes.
I wish I had a me back then.
Right.
Because at the time, I mean, it builds character, but
and you pulled you out of you.
Yes.
When you didn't see you around you.
No, there was no other example at the time that I saw at that time. So yeah. So I hope it inspires someone else, and just to keep going and don't let anything hold you back. There's literally nothing in the world that can hold you back. So
incredible. I wanna end this with my go-to line that I love to say every single time, is that you can start over again and again and again. You can go through a breakup and you can decide, I'm actually going to make an entirely new life. I'm going to grab an entirely new identity, and I'm going to step into the person that's not the new me, but the real me. And I think that that's what you did.
Yes.
And you don't have to wait for a Monday. You don't have to wait for a new week. You don't have to wait for a new year. But tomorrow doesn't have to be the today that you settle for. So with that, thank you all for viewing Not Said It podcast. This is Jojo Perez, Slay J Beauty. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
And maybe the question was never, why did this happen to me? Maybe the question is really, what now?
Yo, you should start a podcast.
The woman who stands in the middle of uncertainty and realizes she can't go back to who she used to be. Porque esa misma mujer eres tú.